A lot of shit happened yesterday, so let's recap. Before y'all do, make sure y'all follow me on IG and YouTube. We don't know how long TikTok is gonna last. So Frumpy meets with the El Salvadorian president, and he says he does not have the authority to bring back Kilmar Garcia. He says, I'm not smuggling a terrorist into the United States. And then Frumpy went to say that U.S. citizens are next. Yes, U.S. citizens may be sent to El Salvador as well. New satellite images show China is building a massive laser fusion facility for unlimited energy. This is the kind of headlines we should be having. Instead, we have these. Any reporter who chooses to put their preferred pronouns in their bio clearly does not care about biological reality or the truth, therefore cannot be trusted to write an honest story. What? It looks like Marky Mark is in trouble. He may be forced to sell Instagram due to antitrust trial. It looks like WhatsApp is in that mix too. It looks like Brittany Edie of Real Housewives of Atlanta didn't really have a pew, so she didn't violate any law. In Brazil, prisoners can reduce their sentence by 4 days for every book they read. I kind of like that. It looks like China has signed a deal with Australia to import beef, which was originally imported by the U.S. That's $2.5 billion gone. 6 celebrities go to space for 11 minutes and then come down. What the fuck was the point? That was the dumbest shit I've seen in a long time. And a waste of money. It looks like Kanye has outed his mother. Why would you do that? Cybertruck sales are down so bad that dealerships have deaded the trade-ins. Welp. Indiana's new $1.2 billion prison is set to be the most expensive state facility in U.S. history. I wonder who they're gonna house. Rewatching the same show over and over is a form of emotional regulation. That's definitely me. Trump said we'll do whatever we can to get Greenland. Greenland, y'all better hold tight. Princess Love is caught locking lips with Ray J and says she'll never have another libation. Girl, stop. We know you want him still. It looks like Patrick Mahomes finally got a tape. They say he been messing with his black side of the family. A deacon was unalive while protecting members of his congregation from fire after an Easter egg hunt in Mississippi. His name was Tyran Gable. He was 24. May he rest in peace. It looks like things may be a little shaky between Putin and Frumpy. According to Telegraph, Russia keeps making excuses on why they're prolonging the war. And it looks like Secretary of State Mark Rubio recently urged Russia to decide whether they're serious about peace and warned that Trump is uninterested in the Kremlin's stalling tactic. I don't know how true that may be. Italy has a functioning fountain that flows with free wine. Point me in the direction, sir. Remember yesterday I told y'all about the guy Pierre that's running for prime minister in Canada? And he's a conservative? It looks like he's winning in the polls. That's not a good look, Canada. Fix it. Chicago's Cinco de Mayo parade is canceled over fear of deportation. I don't blame you. Bowen Yang begged SNL to pick someone else to play JD Vance. Please, please, please don't make me do this. They don't even look alike. Japan converts cow poop into 18,500 gallons of clean hydrogen. Innovative. Hundreds marched in Nashville to protect the access to education to all students, including undocumented. And it looks like it was. Elaborate's cruel bill to bully undocumented students has been put behind the budget. They don't know if they have the funds for it. But don't let up, Tennesseans. Carmelo Anthony is released on house arrest after the bond was reduced from $1 million to $250K. Amen. And on top of that, we managed to raise over $197,000 for his case. I love when black people come together. Speaking of black people, Namibia's president orders deportation of over 500 Americans. If Africans need a visa to enter the U.S., then Americans need one to enter my fucking country too. I like that. LaRoche has found him a new muse, baby. Brian Destiny, it is your turn. I know what you did last summer is getting a reboot, and Brandy better be returning. She did not get unalived. Did y'all know Russia has been supporting Africans long before it became popular? Russia is building a nuclear plant in Burkina Faso to double its power. Russia is building a $25 billion nuclear power plant in Egypt. Russia canceled $23 billion in debt owed by African countries. Russia will teach African languages in their schools. Russia will build 5 dams in South Sudan. They're also building a military base in Central African Republic. 5.2 magnitude earthquake rattled San Diego region and multiple aftershocks. It looks like the description of the man accused of having relations with a corpse on the New York City subway has been identified. Yeah, y'all stay away from him, but call the police. Filipino women push divorce rights in Catholic nation. Fight the good fight, girls. Scientists say that spider webs aren't just big bug traps. They're a lifeline for endangered species. They found 93 different species, endangered species, in their webs. Well, the helicopter company that caused the deadly crash in the Hudson River has now closed its door, as y'all should. Congratulations, Coralie Ray is having a girl. I kind of like this little photo shoot. Netflix is testing a new open AI-powered search engine. I don't know. You remember the student that was grabbed off the streets at Tufts University? Well, she says her hijab has been removed and her asthma is not treated in the Louisiana facility. That is so disrespectful. Looks like Issa Rae will be starring in Black Mirror on Netflix. Police have apprehended the man that set a fire to Governor Josh Shapiro's residence. 38-year-old Cody Balmer admits to setting the fire. He knew that people were inside the house and he used a Molotov cocktail to do so. Investigators say they believe it was mental health issues. So Harvard is fighting. Harvard University refuses to sweep federal demands to overhaul campus policy or lose funding. So Trumpy administration froze $2.2 billion in grants to Harvard University after they vowed not to comply. I hope they hold out. Zelensky and the White House have words for each other. Zelensky accuses J.D. Vance of making an altered reality about how Ukraine and Russia got into a war. Zelensky stated they're justifying Putin's action, and the White House had this to say. Instead of mischaracterizing Vice President Vance's rhetoric, President Zelensky should be focused on bringing this conflict to a peaceful conclusion. Experts say Canadians should bring burner phones to the U.S. Agreed. An army is called in to rat-ridden Birmingham. It looks like the trashmen in Birmingham have been on strike for months. They ain't picking up shit. It looks like everybody's taking shots at Trump's health evaluation. He's overweight, had a lesion removed, and weakened intestines. But he's 100% healthy. Principal blocked entry after ICE shows up to raid elementary school and make a welfare check on migrant first graders. Thank you to that principal in Los Angeles. This is what happens when y'all let white folks in our culture. CDC cruise inspectors laid off as ships arrive in Florida for neurovirus outbreak. I ain't doing no cruises. A child's intelligence is more likely to be inherited from their mother than their father, according to research. Mia Campbell is back and healthy. She is asking to work with Tyler. Tyler, give her a shot. Diddy pleads not guilty in all 5-count federal indictment ahead of trial. I can't wait for this shit to start again so I can do my Diddy news update. Congratulations to Cam. They become the world's top female-led startup, surpassing $3 billion in revenue. Mr. Beast said his videos perform the worst when he helps people. Yeah, that sounds about right. Happy belated birthday to the brat. She turned 51 yesterday. The Associated Press says that it remains blocked from the Oval Office despite the judge's order to restore access. That man don't give a fuck about checks and balances. The Trump administration announced that it will terminate a settlement aimed at improving wastewater treatment services for Black Alabama communities. And this is what DEI is. Making sure Black people suffer in all ways. A Massachusetts lawyer gets a Homeland Security letter telling her to leave the U.S. She was born in the United States. According to Intel, there is a 56% chance that the U.S. will go into a recession in 2025. Google is paying full-time salaries to employees staying home doing nothing. The goal is to prevent key employees from being hired by competitors. Smart. George Bell, the tallest man in the U.S., 7 feet 5 inches, is gone at 67. May he rest in peace. Sean Keaston taken into custody after failing to post bond following federal wire fraud conviction. Oh well. Climate change is making allergy season worse and long-lasting. Oh my God. All right, Johnny Depp. It's illegal to be overweight in Japan as companies and local governments monitor waistline. Damn. Slim Thug thinks Megan Thee Stallion wants him after she did 2 of his songs at Coachella. Boy, go touch grass. A Palestinian student at Columbia University went into Vermont immigration and was taken into custody. Antarctica's ozone is now recovering. United Healthcare pew-toting intruder identified as Ian Stanley Wagner. Democrats introduced a bill to seek ethics checks on special government employees like Elon Musk. Last but not least, I just wanted to put a light on this Black man that was accepted to 60 plus universities with $1.6 million in scholarship. Go off, my boy. See y'all in a minute, peoples. Bye.